Okay, and now for the TV news story of the year, sponsored by Her Majesty's Government of Gibraltar. So please welcome back the Chief Minister of Gibraltar, the Honourable Fabian Picardo. Okay, so the first nominees are Clive Myrie and Darren Conway of BBC News with Mexico's drug wars. This is part of a two-part series on the worsening violence in Mexico, which had a huge impact both in Mexico and around the world, focusing on Acapulco, the tourist mecca that is at the heart of the violence, where just a few streets away from the beach, the battle rages as gangs vie for power and people live in terror. The second nominee for TV News Story of the Year, Quentin Somerville, again from BBC News, with Raqqa IS Escape. Despite a ban on media in Raqqa, Quentin Somerville was able to gain early access to the city, and eyewitnesses who helped piece together the details of the deal to free IS from the city, a story that the Kurds and others didn't want revealed. After a week travelling around Syria, they concluded that hundreds of IS fighters were able to escape not just Raqqa, but Syria as well. The third nomination in this category is from Al Jazeera English, Charles Stratford, Suleiman Hossain, and Anwar al-Islam for their report, Rohingya Women and Children Trafficking, a report on human trafficking in the Rohingya refugee camps in Bangladesh, which highlights the case of a woman whose 13-year-old daughter was trafficked and smuggled to India soon after they had arrived in Bangladesh. The judges praised Clive Myrie's Mexico story and felt that the sequence reporting the discovery of a severed head in a taxi should win an award on its own. But they also very much admired the filmic quality of the Raqqa story and its use of the TV medium, particularly the drone coverage. In the end, this was so close that the chairman had to use her casting vote. And by a whisker, the winner of the TV News Story of the Year is Quentin Somerville, BBC News with Raqqa IS Escape.
The deal to get them out of here is the deal that no one wants to talk about. It's Raqqa's dirty secret. So did Kurds, Arabs and the Western coalition get together and agree a deal that not only allowed IS to escape from Raqqa, but also allowed its fiercest fighters to roam far and wide from the confines of this city. They left a city lonely, empty and in ruins. The hunt begins here in Raqqa, but would take us across northern Syria and beyond.
TV News Story of the Year, Quentin Somerville.
Thank you, Gibraltar. Thank you, FPA. I don't know if that deal was a good deal or a bad deal, whether it saved lives or not. But what really annoyed me was that they tried to hide the deal. So we went to Syria and we uncovered it. Thank you to the 10 o'clock news for giving us so much space to tell that story and to keep telling that story. The Islamic State hasn't gone far. They didn't go far then and they're still out there. Let's not forget that. I really want to thank an exceptional Syria team who's still working this story hard. The most amazing producer, she's sitting over there, Debbie Randall. And to Riam, to Faraz, to Kev, to DC, to Bashar especially, and to Mohammed, our driver in Syria. This story got us banned from Syria for a while by the US-led coalition. So to the US coalition, I'd like to say, tough luck.